Hello there and welcome to another episode of In Case You Missed It, a social media show where we take a look all over Chatham-Kent in the worlds of Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and we really find out what Chatham-Kent really is in that social media world. And here at Your TV, we do a lot of videos. In fact, a plethora of videos, but sometimes we just can't do them all. We can't cover them all. And there's a lot of great local video entrepreneurs out there who really capture other stories, other elements of really, again, what Chatham-Kent, what it is. And I'm so happy here to have Ben Srokosz here, a local video guru. You've probably seen a lot of his work with some things from the municipality, United Way, even the Maycourt Club of Chatham. So Ben, thanks for coming on the show.
Well, thanks, Eric. Thanks for having me.
You look at these and you get a client that comes in and says, hey, I really want to do something. And compared to an artist who just takes their, yeah, I'll paint this in a couple of hours. You have a bit more time to work with these clients to get their story. So how do you all start? Where does it begin?
Yeah, so I would say when I first started what I was doing, it was more, hey, we need a video, fine, go shoot the video for them. And as you grow in my business, you start to realize that, managing expectations of the company, finding out a little bit about the company. A lot of times people have an idea of what they're trying to communicate, but it's my job to talk to them, to get to know them, to find out what problems they're trying to solve as a business. So I'll give you an example. If a business is new, a problem that they might be trying to solve is to get out there and to get people to know their identity as a business. Mm-hmm. So rather than telling a long story about some of the features of what their business does, it might just be a simple introductory video.
Sure.
So it's my job to get to know them, to find out what their challenges are as a business, and then to help them create the video that's actually going to solve those problems and get noticed out there in social media land, as we know is like a tangled web sometimes.
It absolutely is, and that actually segues to my next question. A lot of the work that you've done every campaign with the United Way, which is some amazing work, and it tells a story. You put previews on there, and just recently, I'll put some footage here right now of the most recent story that you're doing. You put that 15-second on to kind of tease your audience before you put the whole story. So when you're putting keywords on your YouTube channel or your Twitter or even your Instagram page, how do you make the keywords that really captures the attention of the social media audience?
It's usually working with a great team of people who do some research and find out what are people searching for, what do people want to know when they're looking for local content, or or when they're searching the United Way and trying to find out sort of what does the United Way do. You'll see a lot of the questions that people ask about the United Way, for example, where does the money go, certain things like that. So sometimes we'll address those questions directly with quotes from people. Doing the shorter videos, doing the teasers is great. People do have short attention spans on the web. They're scrolling, and if you want to catch them, you have to catch them very quickly. So generally we'll come out with a short preview, something to just get them into a story, usually with a very impactful statement of some sort. And then in our hope is that in 2 weeks when we release the full-length video, they're going to see the same colors, the same branding pop up, and they're going to go, that's that story that I watched. Now let's watch the full, let's get them for a minute and a half, and let's actually try to get them invested. And I'm proud to say that the last 2 years campaigns I've worked on have exponentially grown the viewership, and they've been very successful. And I've been working with a phenomenal team of people over there.
Do you think it's important to post constantly to keep your audience, or do you think it's more bang for your creative side to get those really high quality stories in there?
Yeah, I don't think necessarily posting regular videos all the time just for the sake of posting regular videos is necessarily the way to go. However, being active on social media. So if social media is something that you are using as a tool, and if you are actually using it in a business sense, where you're saying, I am actually trying to build an audience, I am actually trying to market through Facebook, then you have to post regularly.
Sure. And
you have to post meaningfully. Do you need to have a video going out every day? No. In fact, I would say that's counterintuitive.
Okay.
I think people would actually look at it and say, how quality can these messages be if they're coming out every single day?
Sure.
I think it'd be more impactful to have a really good mix of different forms of media coming down your feed. Sharing other people's content is also very powerful. So rather than constantly saying, this is what I think, look what this person thinks.
Sure.
What do you think about this?
And I think in Chatham we do that. We're constantly, a whirlwind of sharing information. Whether it's something on King Street and somebody's taking a video, or the flooding that happened this past summer. I think there was a plethora of flood sharing, whether it's videos or pictures. So I'm kind of segueing to that because the municipality has been doing quite a bit of coverage, and you've done some work for them
Yes.
the 360 video, which I love. And
Thanks.
360 video is the new technology, and I saw a lot of people putting on the VR sets and looking around. So this really promoted Chatham-Kent. You know, we had tons and I don't know, thousands of people come in and try.
Millions of
people. So when the municipality called you, say, I really want you to make some videos of Erio, Sons of Kent. There was even a really cool one of just some farming. How did that make you feel that you're promoting Chatham-Kent with cool technology? Because not everyone has a 360 camera. So kind of go through the concept, and you know how they said, you know, we want to make this the coolest piece of technology in the the municipality tent.
Yeah, I think, well, first of all, yeah, as you already alluded to, I was very honored that they approached me to represent the municipality. I'm very passionate about Chatham-Kent. I love Chatham-Kent. I love being here. And so naturally, I want to showcase the beauty of Chatham-Kent, or some of the features that people don't see every day. So I want to try to find things to bring to the forefront so that people thinking about traveling here or thinking about moving here, maybe it just pushes them over the edge to say like, wow, that Chatham-Kent has a lot of things I didn't realize. More so though, maybe it makes people who live here more proud of where they're from. So that's another huge thing, is that sense of pride, sharing that sense of pride with other people. And then just using the technology. I mean, 360 is a really cool but very new technology. We're still figuring out how it's going to be used. We're still figuring out the best way to make it meaningful. And so I think what I chose to do with that project was to show some of the more, you know, when you go to go out to the beach or something and you just kind of stand there.
Sure.
And you just kind of look around and breathe in the clean air.
I think we all just kind of do that dumbfoundedly, and we don't know what to really expect out of it.
So that was my angle when I did those 360 videos. By the way, with my partner Jonathan, we went out together and attacked them. He was shooting with a regular camera, so to speak, and I was shooting the 360 a lot of the time. We were capturing the same content for the non-360 people as well. But what we did was we tried to look at those moments where you stand and you just appreciate, and that's where we put the 360 camera. If you're just looking to get into video for creative reasons, or you just want to learn more about it, I think luckily we all have these wonderful things called smartphones nowadays, and they take amazing videos. So I think you don't need to rush to go out and buy some high-end technology. You just need to take what you have, and you just need to get out there and shoot. And you need to be capturing as much content as possible, and you have to be getting, and sometimes the best content will not be the setup stuff. It's just going to be a moment that you see in passing, and maybe you pull over to the side of the road because you see a great sunset, and you get out of your car and you do it. So I would say my first advice would be, get whatever tool you have today and just use it. Don't wait to save up for that great camera, because you're going to miss out on a lot of incredible video that you could have been shooting already, or photos, or whatever, what have you. Secondly, I would say, do not downplay the effectiveness of professional training. So if you don't have the money and you're just going to go look at some YouTube tutorials, there's a lot of great information out there on the exposure triangle and all these great things to make sure that you're getting good imagery. And watch a lot of work of filmmakers or videographers that you like their work. So if you like my work, come talk to me. You know what I mean? And I'll be happy to share secrets.
We also, at Your TV Chatham, if you're a high school co-op student, or you're looking just to get your feet wet in the video world, we have tons of ways just to get the education of getting some video out there and starting yourself. We're a tight-knit community that want to show Chatham-Kent really what it is, and I believe you do that with some of the amazing organizations you're out there. And
thanks.
It's super awesome what you do for the community, and you really, again, make Chatham-Kent what it is. So thanks again for everything you're doing, and keep pushing forward and doing everything you do. If you're looking for some experience here, I'm going to put it down here, right there. Check out, there you go, yourtv.tv/Chatham, and find out all your information there to volunteer and get your feet wet there. And really make Chatham-Kent what it is. So thanks again for tuning in to another episode of In Case You Missed It, and we'll see you all next month for another episode.